our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Heart attacks happen more often at those less severe blockages, those 30, 40, 50% blockages. So if somebody says, oh, I had a stent put in, I had a 95% blockage, that doctor prevented a heart attack, saved my life. No, that doctor just helped to relieve any heart-related chest pain that you were having.
Continue watching to find out more about preventing and resolving cardiovascular disease.
It is our pleasure to have Dr. Ida Bagusrangga Wibuti, a physician from Bali, Indonesia, present our program entitled Dr. Heather Schenkman, an Interventional Cardiologist Tips for a Healthy Heart, Part 1 of 4. Dr. Wibuti earned a Doctor of Medicine from Bali's Udayana University in 2009. He then specialized in cardiology and vascular medicine and completed a clinical observership at Yale University's Yale New Haven Hospital in the US to further advance his expertise in the field. Later, he finished an echocardiography fellowship and is currently a cardiologist at a hospital in Denpasar and a board member of the Indonesian Society of Echocardiography. A researcher as well, Dr. Wibuti is the co-author of a heart study published in the Medical Journal of Indonesia. The good doctor is also a frequent speaker on cardiology-related topics at symposiums and workshops for members of the Indonesian medical community.
Salam pemirsa tangguh, saya Dr. Rangga Wibuti dari Bali yang luar biasa, Indonesia. Penduduk di negara saya mendoakan Anda kebahagiaan tanpa batas dan kedamaian abadi. Kami mendapat kehormatan menampilkan seri 4 bagian dari kutipan wawancara kami dan seminar yang dibawakan oleh Dr. Heather Schenkman, seorang ahli jantung intervensi vegan Amerika yang berspesialisasi dalam perawatan berbasis kateter atas penyakit jantung struktural. Dr. Schenkman menyelesaikan pelatihan beasiswa kardiologinya di Universitas Rochester di New York, Amerika Serikat, dan pelatihan beasiswa kardiologi intervensi di Pusat Medis Tufts di Boston, Massachusetts, Amerika Serikat. Dr. Schenkman menjabat pada Dewan Direksi Cabang California dari American College of Cardiology dan sekarang berpraktik di Tarzana, California, Amerika Serikat. Saat Dr. Schenkman membantu pasiennya dengan membersihkan arteri yang tersumbat melalui operasi angioplasti dan stenting, dia juga mendorong mereka untuk mengadopsi gaya hidup sehat. Dia bahkan telah menulis buku untuk publik pada topik berjudul Panduan dari Dokter Jantung Vegan untuk membalikkan penyakit jantung, penurunan berat badan, dan merebut kembali hidup Anda.
I think plant-based eating works in a number of ways. I think that plant-based eating helps what we call the endothelium, the lining of the artery, helping blood flow smoothly through the arteries. Over time, a plant-based diet can actually reverse plaque buildup within the arteries, and research from Dr. Dean Ornish and Dr. Caldwell Usselston have both demonstrated that.
Dalam seri ini, kami akan menyoroti saran bijaksana dari Dr. Schenkman tentang cara menghindari penyakit kardiovaskular atau CVD, suatu istilah umum yang merujuk pada kondisi yang mempengaruhi pembuluh darah jantung dan penyebab kematian nomor 1 di seluruh dunia. Secara menyedihkan membunuh 17,9 juta orang setiap tahun. Aterosklerosis adalah penyebab utama CVD dan ditandai dengan secara bertahap meningkatnya plak di dalam dinding arteri yang akhirnya bisa menghalangi peredaran darah. Tapi apakah sebenarnya plak itu dan dari mana asalnya? Akumulasi plak semua dimulai dari lipoprotein dengan kepadatan rendah atau LDL yang dikenal sebagai kolesterol jahat. LDL membawa kolesterol kepada sel untuk mempertahankan permeabilitas dan fluiditas membran sel. Namun, saat sel memiliki cukup kolesterol, LDL tidak akan diambil lagi oleh sel-sel itu. Ini menyebabkan LDL berlebih beredar dalam darah. LDL kemudian secara perlahan menumpuk di dalam dinding arteri dan membentuk plak dengan zat lain yang ada dalam darah. Seiring waktu, plak itu mungkin pecah dan menyebabkan darah menggumpal yang akibatnya akan memblokir peredaran darah. Jika sumbatan aliran darah terjadi di dalam jantung, itu dapat menyebabkan angina, di mana seseorang mengalami kesakitan hebat karena keterbatasan aliran darah ke otot-otot jantung. Operasi bypass koroner adalah disyaratkan untuk kasus CVD parah.
What is bypass surgery? It is a procedure to reroute blood around blockages. So a bypass surgery does not involve cleaning out arteries, it just is rerouting them. So what will happen is, for example, there's this left internal mammary artery. It naturally runs along the internal portion of our chest wall, but it really isn't a necessary artery. So what the surgeon can do is can reroute it and stick it right here on the left anterior descending coronary artery, which is what is known as the widowmaker artery of the heart. And if there are any narrowings before that, it can help to route blood around it.
Terkadang dokter harus melakukan graf pembuluh darah alih-alih membuat jalur baru agar darah mengalir. Namun, ini adalah metode yang kurang disukai karena setelah sekitar 10 tahun pasca operasi, separuh waktu venanya menutup.
And the most common area that we get vein grafts from is from the leg, the saphenous vein. And what the surgeon will do is we'll go in and we'll cut off a piece of that, so one piece onto the aorta, and then one piece onto the coronary artery past where the blockage may be to, again, route blood around that blockage so that that heart muscle gets enough blood flow.
Kami akan berhenti sejenak untuk satu pesan konstruktif. Tetaplah bersama Supreme Master Television.
Welcome back to Dr. Heather Shengman, an interventional cardiologist tips for a healthy heart, part 1 of 4 on Supreme Master Television. Dr. Wibuti will now continue presenting our program.
Prosedur standar untuk mengatasi aterosklerosis adalah angioplasti. Dr. Shengman menjelaskan lebih lanjut.
Now, I'm going to talk about coronary angioplasty because this is a procedure that I perform as an interventional cardiologist. And what it involves is going into the arteries of the heart, feeding a little wire, inflating a balloon to widen that little narrowing of the artery, and putting a tube in called a stent. The catheter is fed along the arteries here, through this is the subclavian artery into the aorta, and the catheter tip is engaged into the beginning of the coronary artery. And we inject dye and we take some x-ray pictures and we look at where the dye goes. And if we see a narrowing, I can go ahead and open that up by inflating a balloon to kind of smush the plaque to the side.
Satu kemungkinan konsekuensi dari tidak menjaga arteri koroner seseorang bersih adalah serangan jantung. Tanpa intervensi medis cepat, kejadian infak miokardial bisa berakibat fatal.
Heart attacks happen more often at those less severe blockages, those 30, 40, 50% blockages. And what happens is that a piece of plaque ruptures from the artery wall, travels downstream, and suddenly occludes the artery. That is how heart attacks more often than not happen. So if somebody says, oh, I had a stent put in, I had a 95% blockage, that doctor prevented a heart attack, saved my life. No, that doctor just helped to relieve any heart-related chest pain that you were having.
Seperti yang bisa kita lihat, baik prosedur bypass maupun angioplasti tidak melakukan apapun untuk mengobati penyebab yang mendasari penyakit jantung. Keduanya hanya tindakan sementara, dan plak dapat terus berlanjut menumpuk dan dapat membahayakan hidup pasien jika tidak membuat perubahan mendasar dalam cara hidup mereka.
I make it a point at each patient visit, unless there's somebody who is critically ill, I make it a point to incorporate something about lifestyle. But at the very least, I like to gauge what my patients are doing for physical activity, how much exercise they're getting, if they're getting exercise, how much they move in their daily living, and also to find out what their eating style is, what their diet is, if they're eating their meals at home, if they're eating at restaurants, if they're eating enough fruits and vegetables, if they're eating plant-based. So I try to get that from all of my patients. I talk to other doctors, other cardiologists, And they all seem to recognize that, yes, a plant-based diet is so wonderful for health, but I think that they believe that they themselves have been unable to adopt that change, but they don't think that people are willing to go that next step. And I think if you really talk to people and you give them the information, you'd be surprised. People who have knowledge and know that doing something is going to be good for their health and help them to feel better and live longer, you tell them what to do, how to do it, often they're willing to make changes and incorporate a much healthier diet.
Untuk informasi lebih lanjut tentang Dr. Sheikman dan bukunya Panduan dari Dokter Jantung Vegan untuk Membalikkan Penyakit Jantung, Penurunan Berat Badan, dan Merebut Kembali Hidup Anda, silakan kunjungi drheathershengman.com/about-the-book. Silakan bergabung lagi dengan kami minggu depan pada hari Sabtu 24 Agustus untuk bagian 2 dari Dr. Heather Sheikman, Kiat-kiat seorang kardiologis intervensional untuk jantung yang sehat, di mana kita akan mencari tahu lebih banyak tentang kelebihan dari memilih pola makan vegan utuh agar penyakit kardiovaskular tak berkutik. Terima kasih pemirsa yang menyenangkan atas kebersamaan Anda pada acara hari ini. Selanjutnya adalah cerita Buddhis, pahala beramal dan mematuhi 5 sila, dan Brahma meminta Dharma bagian 4 dari 10 seri di acara antara guru dan murid setelah berita patut disimak. Semoga hari-hari Anda selalu dipenuhi dengan kasih surga. Thank you, delightful viewers, for your company on today's program. Up next is Buddhist Stories, The Merit of Charity and Keeping the 5 Precepts and Brahma as for Dharma, Part 4 of 10, on Between Master and Disciples, right after Noteworthy News. May your days always be filled with heaven's love.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/HL.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/HL.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule e suprememastertv.com/HL.
Nossos programas oferecem vários idiomas. Acesse suprememastertv.com/schedule e suprememastertv.com/HL.
हमारे कार्यक्रम पेश किए जाते हैं कई भाषाओं में। कृपया देखें suprememastertv.com/schedule और suprememastertv.com/HL。
我们的节目提供多种语言，请看 suprememastertv.com/schedule 和 suprememastertv.com/HL。
Rancangan kami menawarkan banyak bahasa. Sila kunjungi suprememastertv.com/kehadapan-schedule dan suprememastertv.com/kehadapan-HL.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule و suprememastertv.com/HL.
Наши программы предлагают много языков. Пожалуйста, посмотрите suprememastertv.com/schedule и suprememastertv.com/HL.
Chương trình của chúng tôi cung ứng nhiều ngôn ngữ. Xin xem suprememastertv.com/schedule và suprememastertv.com/nvkn. HL.